Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Tyler Perry's Sistas, Season 4, Episode 14. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you get anything out of the content. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Previously on Tyler Perry's Sistas. Calvin goes by the bank for Sabrina to ignore him. Calvin, is there any other bank, okay, in the state of Georgia? Fatima is locked up, and we're back with Karen in her wig. When the episode first opens up, Karen and Aaron are still in the doctor's office trying to figure out what all's doing. So he comes in. He's like, what did they say? I'm pretty sure you've already called her, texted her, honey. She ain't forgot all about the Hippocratic Oath because that's your friend. So you know that Karen's pregnant, right? So she said, I'm pregnant. And according to the timeline, it could be yours or Zack's. No, ma'am. According to the timeline, it is most definitely Aaron's baby. So he starts skinning and grinning, smirking a little bit, smiling. She was like, what is that? So she's asking why he's doing that. Because he wants to find a way to stay connected to you for whatever reason, the same way that you're trying to hold on to Zack. Child, it's just an endless loop of holding on. So he's like, because I want that to be my baby. He also wants to know what's wrong with him. Like, why are you treating me this way? What's wrong with me? I'm really getting sick of Karen's attitude. I really am. But to answer your question, Aaron, you're not Zack. She was like, nothing. So he tells her that he would be a way better father than Zack. Well, child, you already starting off right, honey. Zack don't even know if she's throwing up. Child, don't know what's happening. Don't even know how far along she is. He could care less. Okay, he has his woman. But for some odd reason, Karen wants to hang on to Zack. Child. So she was like, you so sure? He said, yeah, I am. I'm as sure about that as I am that is my child. So she's like, you don't know that. Oh, child, Karen is insufferable. So he said, I know what I do know, and I know what is clear. You don't want it to be mine. Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right, honey. That's the truest statement that you've stated since you've been on this show. She does not want this baby to be yours. So she's like, well, we gonna have to see. He's like, okay, so what if there's another way to find out? It is, Tyler, because you like to listen up over here and whatnot. Definitely get Karen somewhere with Aaron and Zack, and let's get some blood tests going. Okay, let's not drag this out. Moving forward. Karen and her bell bottoms always being mean to Aaron. This don't make no sense. Let me tell you something. The resentment gonna be so strong on his end when she finally decides to be with him or give him a chance or let him be involved or whatever it is Tyler gonna write her to do. He also needs to write Aaron with some resentment because that's exactly what's gonna happen or what should happen or what would happen if we were in the real world. So he asked to take her back to work, right? He's like, can I at least take you back to work? She's like, nah, I'll call a car. And baby, I would have left her right there. But he a stand-up guy and whatnot. She was like, I need some space. You better get ready to relieve Zack of his duties, honey, because this ain't his baby. So after begging and whatnot, she agrees to let him take her back, but he can't talk. She was like, you got to be completely silent. I don't want to hear you talking. I need to process some things. Karen, you have been processing since you met him in that grocery store and sat out in that parking lot eating ice cream. You have been processing. Girl, what speed is your processor? Is it a Pentium? Like, exactly what speed processor do we need to get for you to move this along? Okay. Like, what do we need? Child, this don't make no sense. So he tells her, he's like, you know what? It's going to be okay. I'm not going to leave you. Well, child, that's what she's afraid of. I'm still shocked at how Karen gets so many passes, yet his wife got 0 passes. She did one thing to him. She cheated one time and she's done. And technically, they both cheated. So, I'm just saying. But let me tell y'all something, child. She is sick that this isn't Zack's baby. God don't let your child's father take you back to the shop. My girls hold me down. Them boys mess around and sing. So, child, when the episode opens back up, Preston calls Danny pretending he left something. Hey. Yes. What you doing? I'm at work. Oh, okay. I left some stuff over there. Men love to come back over to retrieve things. Talking about, I need to come get my eyelash. Last time I was in your bed, I let my eyelash boy, gone, honey. I need to get my brush. Go away from me with this. Gone, boy. I'm going to send you that do-rag in your one pair of boxers, child. Oh, this is just pathetic. So he's like, I left some jeans and some boots, because she's asking, what did you leave? He didn't leave nothing, honey. Absolutely nothing. You're going to be at that house having a full-on scavenger hunt. Preston play all day. So she tells him to just come get him. He's like, nah, I'm good on all that. Cowboy, not you got a little seasoning in your voice since you've been hanging out with Zack. Let me find out. Child, even she was like, when did you start talking like that? As soon as he was over there helping Zack with that condo. So she wants him to come get his stuff. But he's like, still playing games, pretending to have a date. These two are made for each other. Both of y'all playing games. Just work it out already. Karen, you love the man. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be going through all of this. Preston, stop talking about the cowgirls and the cowboys and Elsie and whatnot. And get in there and get your woman back. Y'all are giving very much Vivica Fox and Morris Chestnut who can play that game. So once they hang up, she calls Sabrina for Zack's address. She's like, how would I have that information? She's like, I don't know, girl. I mean, I figured it was in the bank records. I can't give you that. Okay. So Danny is like, you can't give it to me. No, I can't do that. I could lose my job. She was like, what? What about all the times that I lied for you to your parents? Remember Lil Mo? I would have said no. The only Lil Mo I know is the one that sings, honey. The R&B diva. I don't know nothing about whoever it is you talking about. Y'all would act like not Lil Mo. Tyler, you couldn't come. Tyler, you couldn't come up with a better name. Not Lil Mo, child. Sabrina don't even look like she would look in the direction of a Lil Mo. So anywho, I say this. I don't give a damn what you tell my parents after I am grown and out of their house, honey. What they gonna do, ground me? So Sabrina allowed Danny to wear her down, which I knew she would. Child, I knew she was going to do that. And gave out this man's address. Sabrina's like, what do you need? What do you need it for? What are you going to ask him? Here you go, Danny. She gets right off the phone. Girl, I'm going to have to call you back. I'll let you know a little later. She was like, don't forget we're going to Andy's house. Okay, girl, I'm going to call you later. I would cut Danny loose. I mean, I know it's a sister circle and whatnot, but she always cutting Sabrina short. She only wants to talk to Sabrina when it's about her. Other than that, she don't want to hear it. I don't like friends like that. Honey. And another thing, Tyler, Sabrina needs to be fired expeditiously. Moving forward. In the next scene, Andy is meeting with Fatima in the slammer, and she tells her that she went to see the judge, and the judge is not budging. Fatima, girl, you done been here almost a full season, girl, because you know how Tyler dragged these scenes out. So then Fatima starts to say that she only slept with Hayden one time and she was drunk. She was like, and then I looked at his little peen and I was hoping I didn't fall asleep. And that little piece of meat wasn't going to put nobody to sleep, honey. I mean, I guess you looked at it and wanted to fall asleep so you didn't have to take it. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure he wasn't hitting on nothing. And drunk or not, nothing would make me look at Hayden and think to separate my legs. Honey, ain't no way I would part like the Red Sea looking at Hayden. Absolutely not, child. So Fatima is telling Andy not to tell Zack because, they're just alike and he gonna flip out and end back up in jail. And so here go Andy. What? Has he ever been that way with you? Please don't make Andy's nerves bad. You know how she get. You know how she get, honey. She ain't used to all that. Ooh, child. So Andy feels really bad because Fatima always has her back. And she was like, girl, I got to get you out of here. You have done so much for me. I got one more trick up my sleeve. I'm going to try to talk to Robin. Well, child, I don't know what Robin going to do, but hopefully he can pull some strings. How much longer does Fatima think Zack is going to wait before he really gets worried? Like, the sun is about to go down. Girl, you're going to have to tell him eventually. You know what? These two are exactly alike. Because when he was in jail, he didn't want anybody to call her. Let me tell you something. If I'm normally on the phone with you at a particular time and you ain't answering, I'm popping up. I'm calling your friends. I'm calling your mom and them. Where are you? Honey, I'm sending a bat signal. I'm going to need to know where you are. Like going through the whole day and then the whole routine just changes. Child, I'd be too worried for that, honey. In the next scene, Erin is dropping Karen off at the hair mastery of it all. I'm surprised she didn't jump out the car while it was still in motion. Child. Aaron's still getting his bugaboo on and she's still dodging his advances. Erin, she doesn't want it, honey. Okay. And quiet as it's kept, Aaron can be annoying at times, especially when your heart's not in it. You know how you still be feeling that ex, and then you really are hoping that the good morning text is from him, or when the phone rings that it's him, and then it always ends up being an Aaron. And you're like, oh my God, okay, good morning. Because like your attitude bad, because it's not who you really wanted to hear from. That's what Karen is going through. But he's so sweet. And he actually cares about you, Karen. Let that man love on you a little bit. And be kind. Tyler, can you write Karen to be kind? Child, I don't see how he can continue to deal with her. So then she comes inside and goes off on Pam. Honey, if I was Pam, I would have cussed Karen smooth out. In the next scene, Gary's at the office calling his spy, Hayden. He wants to know when Robin was coming back in town, and Hayden was absolutely no help. He's like, he's not here. Gary is like, I knew she was lying. So Hayden on the other end talking about what? What's going on? I mean, he works in London. Why would he be here? Gary, don't tell Hayden nothing, because he will definitely run tell that. So then Gary proceeds to talk, and Hayden figures out that there obviously is something between Andy and Robin. Now, why you tell him all that? So then Hayden tells Gary, hey, you know I got Fatima locked up. He's like, well, she did tear up your stuff, so let me know how that goes. Child hung him right on up. So then Jake from State Farm comes in. Hi, Jake from State Farm. And Gary is telling him that Fatima is locked up. And he was like, wait a minute, does Zack know? No, everybody but Zack knows. This girl has been in jail for almost an entire day, and he doesn't know. So Gary starts asking questions about Zack. And Jake was like, well, I mean, he knew a lot of stuff when I talked to him. Gary is like, well, we'll see what the SEC has to say. Let me just say this. It's only one Karen on the show, but Gary definitely is giving big Karen energy. Why you so pressed on what Zack is doing, bruh? Worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. So Jake is like, well, I don't think they're going to bother him. Here he go. Why? So then Jake said, I mean, if they do, they'll find out he knows his stuff. Look at Jake looking out for Zack. All right, Jake from State Farm. You might be all right, because I don't trust anybody that's in the same vicinity with Gary. Not nobody, honey. I barely trust Andy. Moving forward. In the next scene, Andy is at the office, and Hayden and his blockhead and his two black eyes, they're still talking mess. Go away, Hayden. Go away. She's in jail. Congratulations. Okay? What do you want? A round of applause? Do you want a cookie? Like, you don't have to keep announcing it. Everyone knows at this point. Okay, they done called the temp agency. Her position has been filled with a nice Caucasian lady. Hello, Caucasian lady. Go the hell away, Hayden. Gosh, oh, I can't stand him. So him and Andy are going toe to toe about who has more pull when it comes to the partners. Well, seeing as how she has slept with the owner of the firm, I think she has you beat. So she was like, if they fire Fatima, then I'm walking. He said, oh, okay, well, I have a restraining order against her. You do know that, right? She can't be within 50 feet of me. Well, child, that works out perfectly. Okay? Once Tyler writes you off as dead, then we won't have to worry about that. Moving forward. In the next scene, Zack is at home at the fully furnished and finished condo. This is the only thing that's progressed on this show. Zack literally got the keys to the condo, hired contract. Those are the fastest working contractors. Y'all should have sent them contractors from Tyler Perry in this condo down to She by Sheree when she was building. It took Sheree 6 years to build Chateau Sheree. And baby, it was worth the wait, because that place is gorgeous. But honey, if you're going to build a house in 2 days and 45 minutes, then hey, everybody needs to hire these contractors. Zack done moved in, fully furnished. Electricity is on, water is running. Honey, he good to go. All he needs is his woman. Insert here. But child, she missing. She down at the county jail and whatnot. So Danny shows up to get in Zack's stuff, walked right on in. Daniela. A little bit of a knock, but she said, listen, you done walked up in my place, stayed in my place, squatted in my place, so I'm here. She's like, I just want to, ask you 2 things. Number 1, I just want to make sure you're not doing something illegal, because a cop showed up to Karen's shop. And girl, that's old news. He done been in and out of jail since then. So she's asking if he's hooking Preston up and giving him bad advice. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Now, you think he is going to actually admit that to you? She's like, well, he's doing the same thing with me that you did with Karen, and look where that got you. He's like, yeah, a much better place and a much better woman. All right, now, Zack, Okay, you can lose it as quickly as you got it now. It wasn't just all Karen, as much as I can't stand Karen. You also contributed to the foolishness. I'm just saying. Zack wants to know why she's giving Preston such a hard time, even though she likes him. She's like, I'm not. And I'm definitely not taking no advice from you, especially the way you treated Karen. So she's like, I guess the diseases and the potential baby mamas and all of that, that was all her. Yeah, because we've forgotten. He done came over here and dusted himself off and pulled himself up by his bootstraps with Fatima, and now he want to show out. And don't think I forgot. So then Danny tells him that they don't have anything in common. She's like, how do you like talking about the cows all day, every day? And Zack was like, no, we don't talk about that all the time, which always seemed like it. So she's like, I like him, but if he's going out with girls and you're hooking him up, then I'm going to go out on a date or two myself and see what else is out there. He was like, okay, but you risk losing him. Child, don't you have a date with the trafficking cop anyway? So why are you upset that he's going out on a date? And he ain't even going nowhere, child. He just talking. So Zack goes, ain't nothing out here in these streets. Nothing. Well, child, that's real. When I tell you there ain't nothing out there, even in the fictional Tyler Perry streets, ain't nothing out there. Look at Maurice over there fiddling around with Q, and he robbed a whole bank and held him at gunpoint. Child, ain't nothing in these streets. Child, ain't nothing in these streets. He's like, are we done? Okay, because I have to clean my brand new condo. Zack, why are you saying that line like it's a door prize on The Price is Right? Why? Okay, this is a child. So he shows her around his brand new condo. And I have to admit, I do miss their banter when he was at the airport, because the two of them together on screen going back and forth is giving very much Pam and Martin. And I love every minute of it. So he's like, well, here's an island. Okay, and you'll have one day when you stop smoking and you get to work on time. Job's going to take more than that. Moving forward. She better sign up for that police academy that trafficking cop broke into her home to try to get her to sign up for. Tyler, I swear. I swear, you have some of the most outlandish plot lines I have ever seen. In the next scene, Maurice and Sabrina are at the bank talking in circles like they like to do. Honey, she's wondering if he's going to see Q. Unfortunately, yes. Child, I can't believe Tyler's even letting Q run amok. But then again, it's a Tyler Perry production. Back with Danny and Zack, she's asking Zack how he feels about the baby. He's like, it is what it is. She was having sex with us both at the same time. Exactly, Zack. She has no idea whose baby that is. So then Danny is like, so you don't feel no way for Karen? He said, no, I love Karen, but I'm 1000% done with her. She's like, oh, okay, because y'all were just bumping ugly. So what was that? And girl, it happens every day, B. Okay, it's called closure. Oh, child. We'll get some closure in a minute. He was like, yeah, that was my weakness. And she said, well, she can be your weakness again. Baby, he said, now when I have a woman that makes me feel strong. When I tell y'all, I felt that. Oh, my good. See, sometimes Tyler will write some stuff to make you feel away. Giving him something he can feel. Shout out to In Vogue, baby. I know that's right, honey. You love you some Fatima. Zack is definitely in love, honey. Danny wasn't expecting that. Danny, leave it alone. He don't give a damn about Karen. I know you looking out for your girl and whatnot, honey, but it's over. Over. In the next scene, Maurice makes it home to Calvin and Q enjoying Soul Food Sunday. What in the hell is happening in here? Tyler, we don't want it, okay? Q over there eating the smothered in the cupboard. We don't want it. Talking about, he's got a story. So then he starts telling Maurice how he was molested by his stepdad. Okay, see, albeit fake, this is the main reason I do not have men around my child. The main reason. Child, he done cooked Maurice's favorite dinner, a little smothered pork chop. Yes, pork chop. That's how we say it in the South, not pork chop. A little smothered pork chop, some greens and some baked macaroni. I'm just saying, I want more from Maurice. The man robbed him at gunpoint, and I'm just not going to be able to get over that. In the final scene, Zack goes to Andy's office because Fatima ain't answering, so it's a pop-up type of situation. I know that's right. He is looking for his baby. Andy don't know how to lie, so she pulls him to the side and she's like, hey. He's like, where's Fatima? About that. Let me talk to you. Child, here comes Hayden with his walking death wish. He was like, yeah, I had her locked up. I had her put in jail. This little twerp, oh, he's so annoying. So Zack is getting more and more upset. He's trying to walk away. Andy's trying to calm him down. So Hayden is taunting him, talking about, I locked your itch up. I locked your itch up. Oh, child. And she ain't getting out. So Zack turns around and charges at him. Child, I was hoping he would throw him down them stairs over that balcony, but I mean, Tyler don't want to get too dark. And that was the end of the episode. Child, y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you think about this episode. We need to see Fatima and Zack together. They have been together a total of like 5 minutes since the season began. He was in jail, now she in jail. Tyler, get it together or leave it alone. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about it. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.